Can you come forward? And one bigger girl. Yes, can you, Danielle, come forward? Yeah, excellent, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more girl. Ella, can you come forward? Ella, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 4. Emily! And is it Oliver? I thought it was Oliver. There is somebody actually on Pathfinder who looks like Oliver. And I thought it was Oliver, and I was so embarrassed when I realized he wasn't. Okay. 10 kids. There are 10 kids. Can you, Denise, give me the microphone, the roving mic? Let me just get to know them a little bit and talk to them about this. Can I ask you, what is your name, Ella?
Gabriella.
Ella, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor.
Any doctors in the church here? Any patients needing doctor? Okay, let me ask you, what is your name?
Naomi.
Naomi, how are you feeling?
Good.
You were feeling a bit bad a while ago, weren't you? Mm-hmm. But it's much better now.
Yep.
Praise God. Naomi, what's your favorite game?
Hairdressers.
Oh, fantastic. Lila, what is your name?
Lila.
Lila, what's your full name?
Lila Patel.
Lovely. Lila, do you like art?
Yes.
Do you paint?
Sometimes.
You painted some lovely pictures for me earlier. I absolutely love them. What's your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby is sometimes drawing and sometimes it is making cards for my friends.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Kaden, Vampy, tell us your name quickly. Vampy, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 10.
What's your favorite hobby? Come, speak in the microphone.
Soccer.
Soccer?
And swimming.
Swimming? Are you good at it?
Not quite.
Talk in the microphone. Kaden, how are you going?
Good.
How old are you?
9.
What is your favorite hobby?
Soccer.
Soccer? You sporty?
Yeah.
Are you musical like your parents as well?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Play the cello.
You play cello. Fantastic. Our band is going to have a cello player pretty soon. Do you play anything else?
No.
No, cello is enough. Fantastic. Oliver, how old are you?
9.
9. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Archaeologist or architect.
Wow, fantastic. As long as it starts with A, it's all right, eh? Tell us your name.
Joel.
Joel, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Cricket man.
Do we what, sorry?
Cricket man.
Critique man. Critiquing what?
Cricket
A
man.
cricket man! I'm sorry, Joel. Joel, you play a lot of cricket?
Yes.
Excellent. Can you hold on it so I don't have to hold it? You guys are big guys. Tell us your name.
I'm Caleb.
Caleb, how old are you?
I'm 13.
13, going to 21, I understand. What is your favorite hobby?
Either playing on my computer or reading some books.
Okay, you love reading books. What are you going to be when you grow up?
I have no idea.
Not ideas. It's hard. See, she knows she's going to be a doctor. And he's going to be architect. Yeah, Danielle. Danielle, what's your name?
Daniela.
Oh, I got it right.
Good try.
Danielle, what are you going to be when you grow up?
Maybe an architect. I'm not sure.
Maybe an architect.
Yeah.
Good. We need a lot of those here.
Yeah.
What are you talented for?
Oh.
Do you sing? Do you paint? Sports?
I sing. I play piano. I paint. I watch anime.
Wow. And finally, we have Emily.
Oh,
Emily, what's your name?
Emily.
And Emily, what do you like doing?
Skiing.
Skiing? Anything else?
Tennis.
You play something for us here in the band as well. What do you play?
Flute.
Flute. Are you sporty as well?
Sort of.
Sort of. Okay, guys, thank you so much for taking me. Stay here. Let's take a vote. 3 of these kids stay in the church. 7 of them will be going. How shall we do this? Which 3 do you want to pick? Which 3 do you want to pick? Are there any people here who are connected to these children? If you are in this church who are somehow connected to these children, just stand up. Let me see you. If your parents, a friend, you know them personally, you know the family, if you somehow connected. Okay, where are the rest of your parents, people? Somehow we had to sort this out. Somehow we don't get all of them to stay. How do we do this? Which one do we send away? Which one do we keep? Guys, take it. Sit down. Sit down. These people, if I'm honest, if I ask to these people, which of these kids will one day make full commitment for Christ and stay with Christ, and one day be assured that they are going to be with us in eternity, they would not be in agreement that their child is being left alone. Because all of them are beautiful, all of them are talented, all of them have dreams. Perhaps not Caleb about Job, but he has other dreams. And all of them we want to keep. Thank you so much. You can go back to your seat, boys and girls. I cannot stress the importance of this church. You can go now back to your seats quietly. And as a church, we need to think about this in a great way. The church cannot do everything for the kids, but parents cannot do everything either. 3 out of 10, I say, is not good enough. 3 out of 10, I say, it's pretty horrific story. We as a church want to do better. We as a church want to influence them so they choose Christ for eternity. And we only do this as one tribe. Now, many of you are single, many of you are teens, many of you don't have any kids. Let me tell you guys, you influence them in this church as well. We need you. Some of you are older. Some of you, your children moved away a long time ago. Perhaps you have grandchildren, perhaps you don't. But we need you, older generation, for wisdom as well. We need younger ones for energy, for role modeling. They will look up to you more than they will look up to a middle-aged guy like me. We need you for different activities, in Pathfinders, in Adventurers, in the children's ministry. You telling a story as a young guy is going to be so much more effective than when they have one person telling them all the time. We need you to support, to do stuff, to be involved in their lives. And I want to quickly share with you how to do this. When God talked to Israel about the importance of keeping the faith, He said to them, listen to Israel. I need to tell you something very, very important. You will come and settle down in a comfortable land, and you will live in the houses that you have not built and eat from the fruits you have not planted, and you may forget me. And so it's important for you to do this. Listen, Israel, the text say, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength. These commandments that I give you today are to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your what? Children. Impress them on your children. For generations to come, you need to impress those things to you. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. Make religion, make God part of your makeup, of your everyday. But do you know what's interesting in this text? It doesn't say, hear, O parents. It says, "Hear, O Israel." The whole nation, the whole tribe is to care for development of the faith in children. Because it takes, as you know, the whole village to do what? To raise a child. This saying is not in the Bible, by the way, but is also not just being said for the sake of saying. It is very true. We all get a part to play. Very soon, our church is starting on visioning and visioning development and strategy development. And this is going to be a very important process. How to make our church a fortress where children are staying, where young people are developing into leaders in their community, leaders in this church. These guys are 10 times cleverer than I will ever be. They have so much resources and so much talent in them that I would love for them to teach me, and they will very soon. But while this is happening, we need to support them and get to know them, because they also will be targeted the strongest through the peer pressures, through challenges, through schools, through temptations. Every single force away from God on this world is trying to tear them apart from life-saving relationship with Christ. They are standing there and everything is going for them. If we as their tribe don't stand up and play this game much better than we do right now, they are in danger of going away. Something is going to blind them. Some influence is going to bestrange them. Something is going to enslave them. And you and I, whether you are old or young, need to be there and grab them and hold them and whisper to them the words of truth, the words of love. This is what we are committed in this church. Jesus was passionate about children too. And he said, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Do not hinder children. If they are allowed in this church, it's our privilege that they are allowed because they are here. And their parents, who are probably afraid to bring children to church because they are a little bit ashamed of noise they create, have come here in faith that we as church will embrace them and we want them here. I would rather have a church which is loud and where it's hard to hear what preacher is saying, but this child, and you know that they are being cared for by God, than I have a dead, silent church that everything is perfect and quiet and sanitized, but there is no young people coming through. I've been to these churches and we didn't like it. Jesus also says this, "Whoever welcomes a little child like this in my name welcomes me." Welcomes me. When we do this for children, we do this for Christ. I won't even go any further here. Jesus says, I'm Jesus mild and meek, but do not mess with children. I do not stand for this. So we are one tribe. And I will not go into details what we can do apart from giving you 6 little tips. But there are resources, parents, that you can get your hands on as to how to do best job in your homes. There are resources that we as church have where we will be studying how to help you parents develop the faith in your child the best. And these two things, the family and the church, when they combine too, they create something beautiful. Many of you have probably heard about a thing called the orange. The church is representing the yellow, meaning like light from God, the truth and so on. The family is representing love or being represented by red color. And when you connect the red of the family and yellow of the church, what color do you get? Orange? This is what we go for. This is what we as a church want to be. And we will need help of each one of you because we are one tribe. We move together. What can we do about this? I love this book I'm reading right now that I was given by Denise, and this is a wonderful quote. We can't make a kid love God, have faith, or care about what matters. But you can give them 6 things over time. Love, time, words, stories, tribe, fun. Both in the church and in the family. You can make the kind of history that shows them why they matter to God. And time is so important for us to have with our children. If we don't invest in time, we don't have time to develop them and explain to them that they are important and that we are investing into their history. Let's just take this one thing with you home. When you invest into your child, in your time, you are creating their history. They don't know what they are doing when they are playing or when they are buying pizza or going for a movie or just playing a game. But you as a parent know, you as an adult do know. Look at this text. This is the country singer saying, as she thinks we are just fishing on the riverside, throwing back what we couldn't fry, drowning worms and killing time, nothing too ambitious. She ain't even thinking about what's really going on right now. But I guarantee this memory is a big one. And she thinks we're just fishing. When you go just fishing or just playing or just going for a walk or just doing something with your child, or you are involved in your friend's child's life in a positive way, you are not just fishing. You are creating history. You are shaping this child to know that they are loved and respected and so on. Love is the second important thing. We have to love them. We have to show them. Child will not believe that you love them until you prove it. How do you prove love to a child? 3 simple ways. Show up, know them, and never run away. Show up to their meetings, to their swimming carnivals, and to their sport events, to their concert, to their dancing partners. Denise and I went to some of our nieces' dancing things. They were not exactly interesting. But we showed up because she's doing it, and we love her. We don't care about dance, this type of dance at least, but we care about her. Know them. You need to know them, their names, what they are, and all this happening through the time. And don't run away. Don't emotionally disengage. Don't become that parent, that child, that friend who simply can't tolerate the child because it's too simple or something else. Words are another very important thing. By this we shape it. Once God said, "Let there be light," and there was the light. And it's no wonder the words still help us see who we are and who God is. Through these words that you can use to the children, you can bring them the story of Christ. You can bring them the importance of their lives. And you can help them reason, win, and believe. And there are many other resources we can share with you afterwards. Stories are so important. Do you share your life story with your children? More importantly, do you tell your kids your faith stories or to the kids of your friends? Do you share with them your victory story? One thing that my dad did for me, and I wish I could bring him one to Australia for him just to stand here and tell you some of his stories. He would tell us the story of his childhood, of how he went through, what's happening, of fight just to remain Christian in a hostile communist environment. In my eyes, he was first hero, then I forgot about him when I was in teen years, and then when I grew up and started having a little bit of wisdom, I understood how this has shaped me. I understood that I also can conquer whatever is in front of me because my father did. My God is going to be there for me just as He was with my father. And these stories that we share are so necessary, so important in our lives. Tribe. Parents, don't think for a second that you are enough for your children's faith development. You need a tribe. And church is this tribe. We will provide the best care that we can for your children. What we can do, we can't do everything. We can't do too much. There's a part only you can play. But if you bring your children to Sabbath school, to churches, to camps, to our other events, we will, as a tribe, move together, defend each other, stand up for each other, and support each other. And finally, fun. You have to have fun. Otherwise, everything gets a little bit dull. That's why we organizing social events at church. That's why we have pathfinders. Those of you who go to pathfinders, Is Pathfinders fun at all? See? They don't go there to learn anything. They just go to have fun. We teach them things anyway. We talk about God anyway. But they are there for fun, and we are having fun, and we will have lots of fun. And through fun, they will learn that God is God of joy and peace. And that if they accept Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior, they will have fun not only until they die, but for the whole eternity. This is the message. So bring them to the socials and picnics and camps and organize something with some other families and with us as well. We absolutely have to have it. Train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it. And as a church, we want to do this together. I would just like to show you one last video that we need sound for. And then as this is finishing, perhaps Ben, you can come forward and finish for us with a song.